What's up, guys? Welcome to Nothing Geek TV. And today I'm having ASUS Zenfone C smartphone with me. It's a budget device from ASUS under the series of Zenfone. And as you can see, the device has a 4.5-inch display, front-facing VGA camera, non-backlit uh, capacitive buttons at the bottom. ASUS logo here. On the left-hand side, there's a volume rocker button and a power on-off key. On the top you got a 3.5 mm jack port, and on the bottom there is micro USB port with a primary mic for voice input. At the back we again got a ASUS logo in the middle, Intel logo at the bottom, and a big speaker grill at the bottom. And then there is a 5 megapixel camera with flash. So guys, I have turned on the device. Now let me show you on which OS the phone is running. It's a bit of customized OS. They have laid their own skin. So as you can see, it's Android version 4.4.2 KitKat. K for KitKat, and it's Android 4.4.2 KitKat. So let me run you down through the specifications a bit quickly. Friends, the phone is powered by Intel Atom, a dual-core 1.2 GHz processor, and the GPU is Power VRS GX 544. The screen resolution is 480 into 854, which is nothing fancy. Normal display. The rear camera for 5 megapixel. The RAM is 1 GB and the internal storage is 4 GB, which is available to the users. It is showing 3.36 GB, 63 GB is available to the user because we have installed a few apps and games. The phone got two cores, and the CPU is 32-bit type CPU. The screen density is 240 dpi. Let me show you the multi-touch. So the phone supports a 5-point multi-touch, which is a really nice thing. A front-facing 3.3 megapixel camera, which is equivalent to a VGA camera. The phone supports acceleration sensor, light sensor, proximity sensor. Basically, these three sensors are the basic sensors which you will be needing. So Antutu has given it a score of 19,450. Now, what this score means? The phone is tagged at the bottom of the list, showing that this kind of score, 19,450, we saw this Lenovo A6000 scoring such a score, as well as Moto E second generation scoring such a score. So this is the normal score for all the budget devices. Now let me move on to another benchmark. Well, more this is a Qualcomm's benchmark, and it has given it a multi-core score of 858. So let's check the rank. The Geekbench 3 gives it a score of 317 and a multi-core score of 735. Now both the scores are important because many apps make use of a single core uh, processor. So as you can see, the single core score ranks below Motorola Moto G with the Qualcomm Snapdragon 400 processor. Uh, but the important thing is the multi-core score, because when we are running multiple apps and heavy apps, they'll be using multiple cores. So the phone is ranked above Samsung Galaxy Nexus, which is a 3.5 year old device, 4 year old device to be precise. Uh, Average benchmarks as far as benchmark performance is concerned. Now moving on, when you are creating a message or typing anything on the phone, now let's see whether the keyboard is cramped. So guys, it's fine typing, but I would have preferred a bit wider keys and a separate menu for the numerical buttons. But Asus has included the buttons at the top. No matter you jump to symbols or to the letters, the buttons are at the top. However, typing is smooth and there are no issues at all. Now moving on, the phone got a 5 megapixel camera. I've already clicked some images which will let you know these are both images of indoors and outdoors, and obviously the front camera images too. Coming to the rear camera images first. So guys, as you can see, this is a fine image for a 6,000 rupee phone. This is the close-up macro shot, what you may call, and the detailing. When you zoom in, it gets pixelized, but without zooming in, the detailing looks cool and colors are at right places. This is Indo image. The colors are not that pretty good because this was taken from say a 3 feet distance. This is a close up of a cricket ball, and let's take a look at the seam. The detailing again, it's fine. I mean, it's within acceptable limits, and you won't be disappointed with the front facing camera. However, things are not same when it comes to the rear cam of sorry, you will be satisfied, pardon me, with the rear camera. The images of the rear camera are fine, they are good, but the same case does not apply to the front facing camera, which is a VGA one. As you can see, this image was clicked in the optimum light and it's mostly dark. Again, this is again dark. This is a red color ball, let me tell you, red cherry, what we say in cricket terms. Again, guys, as you can see, when I zoomed in, all that, there's no details. I mean, you can hardly make out the eye, the nose, all the things are blurry. So the phone is not good when it comes to a VJ camera, while the rear camera performance is acceptable. So let's see the service of a performance. I have turned down the music volume because of the obvious copyright issues. So the phone is handling this light game pretty smoothly. The colors are good, and there is no problem playing the service of on ASUS Zenfone C. Now let me tell you about the battery and the slots available. So the backplate is removable. It's easily removable. It's a plastic backplate, and as you can see, you might be seeing only two slots. You might be wondering whether how can this phone support dual SIMs, but once you remove the battery, uh, in any case, you have to remove the battery. It's a 2100 mAh battery, which is good enough for this 4.5-inch display and a dual core processor to easily last one complete day of yours. And so you can insert two SIM cards here, and above the SIM card, your memory card, which can be 64 GB total storage, can be inserted. So this is a nice thing in the about the phone. So before I tell you about the verdict, let me move to the amount of RAM and storage space available. So as you can see, the total space is 8 GB and available 3.21 GB. Apps are using about 1 GB, and so that makes it 4.21 GB. Apart from the 3 GB space is occupied by the operating system. So you will need to mount an SD card, which will be the best option for you. The apps are movable to the SD card. Now moving on to the RAM, the total RAM in the phone is 1 GB, and as you can see, these apps which have been installed externally, it's showing these are movable to the SD card storage. So apps are movable, that I can confirm you. Uh, Few apps are running in the background. The Clean Master came pre-installed, so you can free RAM. Otherwise, as you can see, 534 MB of RAM is free in spite of 3 4 apps running at the background in the background, and 436 MB has been used. So when you're using this phone in full-fledged user with your all your texting apps, your Gmail, everything running, you can expect around 250 MB of RAM to be still free with your phone functioning on in its full capacity. So guys, at a price point of 5500 or 6000 at which this phone is available online, I would say it's a pretty nice device for what it got. However, if the battery is good. Battery is definitely good. It will easily see you through one day with moderate usage, and with heavy usage, you will just need to charge it for 15-20 minutes before sleeping at night. Uh, Gaming performance is fine if the phone will match your gaming needs. I ran a Subway Surfer light game and a Blood and Glory, sorry, first part, a heavy game. The phone is comparable to many other budget devices when it comes to benchmarks. I ran a benchmarks ND2 and Geekbench and Millimo benchmark on it. However, the thing to note is that the phone will disappoint you when it comes to camera. You might want to, if you're a camera lover and want your budget phone to click good images, then I would advise you to put 1000 extra bucks and go for Lenovo A6000 or the Redmi 2S handset. I have done both of the reviews of both those devices. If you haven't seen, kindly hit the subscribe button flashing on your screen, and stay connected so you don't miss out on any important updates. And see ya next time.